Hi everyone, this is Jian from BK Floor Delight. Today I'm going to make 3 different rice paper sails. For the first one, I had an idea about a galaxy or a dark night full of stars. So I had to paint it really dark and spray some star effects. The second one, I paint a lot of clouds and I made some wrinkles and it turned out like a fabric. I think the colors are very unique, but I can't really tell there's a cloud on this rice paper. And the last one is very easy and simple, but it turned out really cute and lovely. I'll show you how to make all these 3 rice paper sails. The first one is the galaxy. I used flesh tone, mint green, rose color, neon bright blue, and black color. But if you don't have all these colors, make sure you have blue and black and some green color. And prepare rice paper. I usually prepare 2 cups of water, one warm water for the rice paper and another one is to wash my brushes. I started to apply the warm water on my rice paper. If you want to shorten the work time, you may soak this rice paper in the water. For this design, we need a lot of water on the rice paper. Make sure to apply the water on the front and the back side. I started painting with flesh tone color. You can also use light orange or yellow tone for the middle part. I started with the warm tone color in the middle, and while I'm painting toward the outside, I add more cold color like blue or violet and black colors. I decided to move my rice paper onto the parchment paper to show you the better color, and I wanted to avoid my silicone mats getting stained from darker color tones, and it'll help me to dry faster. After adding some warm tone food coloring, I started to paint with more cold color tones such as neon bright blue, and I add some black color on my blue color to make it a little darker, and I also use some violet colors, and I started to add more food coloring with the same amount of water so I can have darker color tone with the same blue colors. After working with the blue tones, I add a lot of black color around the rim and I finally made the sky. I used my pastry brush to make these star effects. Add a small amount of food coloring on the tip of the brush and flick it with your finger. Then you'll get a lot of stars on the sky. You can also use dry brush if you don't have pastry brush. To dry the rice paper, I used this stainless steel cup underneath the rice paper and I use binder clip to make the shape. Also, you can use thicker glass cup if you're going to use oven to dry your rice paper. Dry it in 165 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes and then take it out and air dry the rest. The second rice paper experiment is the cloud fabric. I'm going to use these 4 main color and white color. Same as the first rice paper, we have to water enough this rice paper to make it really wet. You can also soak it in the water directly, or you can use pastry brush as I did. I'm going to start with this blue color mixed with white. Make sure when you use white color, slowly increase the white food coloring on your rice paper. The white food coloring is a bit different with other food coloring. You'll see a little powder on the surface while you're painting, so try to mix with other food coloring and use that mixture. So I wanted to paint something that feels like clouds, so I add some middle blue tones and add darker tones underneath that middle tones and add some light white colors on top of that middle tones. It almost looks like cloud for me, and I'm pretty satisfied with the colors and the shapes. So now I'm going to mold the rice paper. I placed the glass cup underneath the silicone mat to add some shape, and I didn't know what kind of shape I wanted to mold it, so I tried to make some different shapes that I can incorporate with the rice paper. But if you prefer to show the clouds, I recommend you to make it as the first shape, same as the galaxy sail. It's finally our last sail. I made a curvy shape with the silicone mat and I soaked the rice paper, and then I decided to trim the edges to soften the shape, and I repeated peeling off and placing it on the silicone mat until I have a shape that I'm satisfied with. The next is adding gold leaf. I use my tweezer to add a small amount of gold like a polka dot, so I spread it here and there to have some cute little speckles. If you want to use golden dust, I think that'll work great as well. Once you're done, as same as the second rice paper, place it in the oven for 165 Fahrenheit and dry it for 35 minutes and air dry the rest. Now we have all the rice paper sail. I think this was a very fun experiment. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you want to see more tutorials related to rice paper decorations or buttercream palette knife paintings or buttercream flowers, please subscribe my channel. I'll come up with more tutorials.